Hello everyone, I turn to you. Good time. I turn with a new season. This season just for showing you some projects about Adobe Animate. So this program or the program was created for making cartoon or making GIF or making or moving subject or object from a picture. So I have just a little project I created by Adobe Animate. It's just a picture. I make it this video so you can see the fan is moving. But in real, if you see this picture is just a picture in here. Just let me showing you. It's just a JPG picture. So I make it or I convert it to a video. So now let's go to starting. And the first step, we need to the triple programs, animate and Photoshop and media encoder for saving. Okay, just guys focus to my tool. You need to following me step by step because don't see any problem when you're making your project. Okay, so as some YouTubers was not showing you a real way to making a project with Adobe Animate and way to save. Okay, so let's go starting, and the first time we need to opening Photoshop. So and we're waiting when the Photoshop is opened, I turn to you. So now when the Photoshop is opened, going to the open and selecting this picture to making a project. Okay, so now focus to my speak. Okay, you need to making a layer for the fan and making a layer just for the table of the fan. You can see just going to the object selection tool and waiting for some seconds. So now if you want to click here, and you can making a border like this. So when make it a border of the object, press and hold Ctrl with J from your keyboard. So now you can see make it a layer number one. So turn to the background and make a border again, but now just make a border for the fan. Okay, when you make it a border for the fan, and again press and hold Ctrl and J. So you can see in here the layer number one is all of the fan with the table, and this layer number two is just fan. So let me showing you. Okay, if you see now, so now I hide the background, and if you see we have two fan. We have a fan with the stand, and we have just a fan without stand and control. So now I just want to removing the background. Click at the background and press the delete button from your keyboard. Okay, so now if you want to moving the fan with the fan and table together, just press and hold Control and click the all layers to selecting all layer and moving it to here. Okay, so now when we make it the double layer, okay, just going to the layer number two and hiding it and selecting number one, layer number one, and going to eraser tool. So starting to eraser or removing the fan, just removing the fan. So now just showing the fan again, and so you now see this is fan in here. Okay, or we can getting the fan into first, okay, first person or in the first. So now we need to saving the project. You can press and hold Ctrl Shift S from your keyboard, or going to File, Save As. Okay, so you can rename any name, but focus to her. You need to select the PSD file. Okay, save as the tape. Okay, and I save it and before time I saved it, because I haven't copy, I don't saving it. So you can just when you rename and when you select the PSD tape, you just need to press or clicking the save. So because this I saved it, I just canceling it, and now I or we or you can closing the Photoshop and going to the animate, opening animate project. So now waiting when open it. So now animate is open it, but in some time when you opening animate, you see a error message or warning message. Don't worry, just click OK. Or if you want to don't see the message, you can go into the Windows virus protection and going to here virus and threat protection, and going to virus threat protection settings, go to menu settings and turn off the real-time protection, and you can turn off all buttons in here, okay, like this, but I don't need to turning off it. So go here, you can select your resolution. Okay, you have a most resolution or global resolution. I just want to showing you in here. This is all resolution, tablet and web page and any resolution. Okay, you can see here social resolutions and gaming and education and ads and web and advanced, and you can see here character animation, 4K full HD, standard HD, and you can and here you can change the resolution numbers, there's no problem. So I just want to select full HD just for review. Okay, so when we see the window, white window, if you want to making zoom in and zoom out like this, you just need to press and hold Ctrl from your keyboard and moving the scroll at the mouse, okay, to side and revert or back to zooming out and inside to zooming in. Okay, so if you remember in my last reviews about Photoshop, I told you about zooming in and out. I told you need to pressing and holding the alt, but and here you just need to pressing the Ctrl. Okay, so now going to the file and selecting saved project. Okay, Photoshop project, and dropping in here in the white page and click import. So in here right click in anywhere. Okay, right click and go to transform and go to free transform. So now just resize the picture to any size you want, so moving in anywhere you want. Okay, okay, just making a zoom in. Okay, now click and here at the layer number 1. Okay, the layer number 1 is fan, the layer number 2 is stand, and the layer number 3 is a background. Okay, don't forget it, or don't forget this. Go to layer number 1 and click right click on your mouse and select convert to symbol and click OK, and again Now select in here or in here, there's no problem, okay? And right click in here, convert to symbol again, okay? And now turn to the fan, right click, create motion tween, and don't worry if you see the stand was hidden, just turn back or get back timeline to here, to the first, okay? And click at the stand and make or create motion tween. So now you can see in here, when you make it, just click at the black point in here and go to the rotate in here and click at the none and select the two chose, okay? You can see the name is clockwise, okay? So now if you see, the fan was moving, okay? But there have a problem, the fan is don't rotating in the center point. For making center point, just you can see the white point is center point, okay? Okay, now for making a central rotating point, just you can see the white point, okay? You can see this. Just you need to moving the white point to here, to the central, okay? So you need to zooming in, okay? And now zooming out. And now testing it, you can see this rotating in central point. But if you see or if you focus, the fan is or was rotating fast. For making a slow rotating, just come to here and move the line timeline to here, for example, and anywhere, okay? Or but just you need to making a long line time. So now let's testing it. You can see was slowed, and now you can making and you can adding the timeline to any time you want, okay? So let's testing again. You can see it. So you can reverting or backing the timeline to making a fast. You can see for making a fast rotating, you can see it. Just let's testing it, okay? Now we want to saving the project, but last we saving the project, we need to making some step, okay? Or just follow my step, okay? Click here at the fan and right click and go to transform and click remove transform, and in the stage make again transform and remove transform, and turn to the fan, right click, remove motion tween, and the stage like the fan, remove motion tween, and turn to the fan, right click and go to create motion tween, and turn to the stage again, create motion tween, and now turn to the fan, and in here in the timeline click at the black point and go to rotate and select the clockwise. But if you don't select anything, you can see there's no rotating, okay? So now turn to the black point, first point, and select the crossweight or clockwise. I'm sorry, forgive me. So now let's testing it. You can see the fan was working, and you can transforming the fan and free transform, okay? Okay, now just we need to saving it, but and the first time we need to going or opening the media encoder, okay? Just waiting when the media encoder open it, okay? if you see this message, don't worry, okay? If you want, I told you in this time, if you want to skip this message, just go to security and turn off the real-time protection, or you can click okay, there's no any problem, okay? When the Adobe Media Encoder open it, turn to the animate and go to the file and go to the export, okay, and go select export video and media. So just focus in here. When you want to exporting, you can see you have some choice like export animated GIF, but I want to exporting like a video, and focus at the settings and make like the settings, okay? In the format, select H264 or 264 and let the pressed at the default AMA, okay? And you can change the location or you can leaving it, and click at the export, and now turn to the animate or turn to the media encoder. You can see the project was moved to here. Focus. If you don't follow my step, and for example in last time or before time I told you you need to removing the transform and removing transform from the stage and fan, and removing the motion twin and creating motion twin again for fan and stage. If you don't following me and you don't make it, you cannot saving the project, or if you want to exporting, the media encoder was opening but the project is don't moving to her and don't saving it. So now when it's save it, just click at the user or this number. You can see in here I just clicking one click and rename it, okay? So now let's testing. You can see now it's worked successfully. So now this video is come to end, and I hope you loved this motion, and don't forget like my video and share to your friend or peoples around you to learning or for learning him. So don't forget subscribe my channel to see more video and next time. So thank you for watching. Goodbye, see you and next time.